What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Jeff. I'm the owner of RDR Gear here in Salt Lake City, Utah. If you don't know what we do here at RDR, you can find it a couple different ways. One, our Instagram page, this YouTube channel, our website, Facebook, all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's talk about this. But first, I appreciate all of you guys, your subscribers. I love how the page is growing. I love interacting with all you guys. But if you're trying to put me in kind of a Joe Rogan position, right, where you come onto my channel and tell me that, hey, if you could cut out the minor cursing, your channel would maybe grow. And remember, cursing is a sign of a small mind. You were doing well until the point of the small mind. So when you come onto my page and tell me how I should conform and change to meet your personal standards, you can go f*** yourself. Have a good day. Now, Crispy, let's get to the review. So, the Smith & Wesson CSX. This gun is fairly new, actually really new. It came out right at SHOT Show. There was a leaked picture prior to SHOT. So it is an aluminum alloy frame, steel slide. It is a hammer-fired pistol with a frame-mounted safety. It is not a 1911 style pistol, just because the hammer is cocked and locked. There is no grip safety, but it is simply a pistol that has a frame-mounted safety, similar to other guns, where a Beretta, for example, has a slide-mounted safety. So this is a very unique pistol. I'm going to go over the pros, and then I'm going to share some cons. Number one, it is very comfortable in the hand. It is a very comfortable shooting pistol. It has got some juice to it. It's got a little bit of recoil. I like the locations of the texturing. They probably could have done something a little further onto these slick sides right here. They are a little slippery, but other than that, it is good that way. Since you do have an ambi safety, the pistol in the box comes with an additional mag release where you can swap to the left side. So, or excuse me, right side, for if you guys are softballs. So that's kind of cool there. Another cool feature I think is kind of unique for some people, and I get it, right? I'm not trying to tell you how you should train or how you should carry your gun, but you should carry one with a bullet in the chamber round. Gun is hot. But if you chose not to, per se, for example, you load your mags in the morning, gun is clear and empty, right? Get your hot magazine or full magazine, load your gun, and you don't rack your slide chamber around. I would recommend that, but to the point in time when you're comfortable, carry as you wish, right? But what's cool about this gun is safety is engaged. You can rack the slide with the safety engaged. So you could chamber around at that point in time. Gun is still safe engaged, etc. So is that something that I would say do? No. But again, hammer down, safety's on. Rack it, charge that round, hammer is now cocked, gun's ready to shoot. So it's unique, right? And that reason alone, someone will buy this pistol because they'll feel it's safer. You do get two magazines, a 12-rounder, I believe this is 12, I can't remember. Is it 12? Yeah, it's 12 and a 10, the flush fit. I didn't bring it with me. But that's a lot of rounds in a very little gun. So again, if you were to take the mag out for somebody at home, just to cover this again, it's because it's unique, it's different. Rack out the round, drop the hammer, put the hot full mag back in, put the gun on safe, you could stow it that way. Get ready to use the gun without touching anything, rack that slide, gun is hot. It's kind of a unique thing. So again, that's just something. Smith & Wesson's always been known for making pistols overly safe. Remember back in the day, they had the mag disconnect. If the mag came out the gun wouldn't fire. So, but again, that's a feature there. I like the gun. I wanted to love the gun. I wanted to keep this. I'm not going to keep it. I'll be selling it, moving on. But for a $599 pistol, which I paid full retail for this pistol, I'm disappointed to see, once again, the white dot sights. I felt now with Smith & Wesson and growing the rest of the world's 2022, why we don't get a blacked out rear and a fiber optic or a colored dot, some type of orange, green, whatever front sight, don't know. I don't know what the anti-glare serrations up here are. I feel it's kind of a waste of time and energy. The safety is very solid, very easy to engage. I do like the high beaver tail here. It fits even in my hand. If a hand that's a little bigger than mine, it would fit well. The base pad extender here, why not just secure this? If you're going to give us a 12-round magazine, we need this anyway, so why not just secure it to the bottom of the base pad, make it fixed? That's something that's probably not too nitpicky, but that might just be for someone to lose that, because if you did by chance lose this part and you had that 12-round magazine, well, now you have this. Aesthetically, it's ugly, and it's probably going to pinch the shit out of somebody when they reinsert that magazine. So this could have been simply fixed, so now you guys can just go and throw a little super glue on this bad boy, and I don't remember which way it goes now. And you guys will be fine, but I definitely would recommend zapping a little super glue down here, closing that up to make sure it stays in place. So where this pistol went, and I'm going to take you guys back in time. This is something that everybody has touted as the newest thing, right? It's the new striker fired or hammer fired aluminum frame steel slide. It's the new, not really new. This is a Sig 938, right? This is this in a high capacity model. This is a steel alloy frame, steel slide, better sights, hammer fired, ambi safety. Doesn't have the removable, but I can't remember for sure if this one can be changed. I believe it can be. This gun was first reviewed by Hickok 45 9 years ago. That's the oldest review you can find online, right? And this is a 9mm. And if you look at these two guns in comparison, top ends are the same, the lengths are the same. Sig is slightly longer, but a better sight system with, I think this rear is night sight, this high vis front sight, ambi safety, hammer fired, and this gun trigger, to make sure your Chads and Karens at home, I already checked them, but, and then the reset, that's how clean that trigger is. This gun is new to Smith & Wesson, yes, I agree. But it's not new in design, and if Sig is smart, they will revamp the 938, bring it back in a high capacity model, because now it's done over here, and this pistol will maybe make a comeback. The 938, I believe, died off because of the high capacity polymer guns. This now gives some people a perceived value of being aluminum, metal, striker fire or hammer fired, ambi safety, etc., right? And the high capacity, more bullets, small gun. Keep in mind, this is a controlled detonation in the hand, so the smaller the package that holds the detonation, the bigger the felt the boom is, right? So that's something you guys have to be aware of when you get a gun this small. Where I think Smith & Wesson really hurt themselves was not putting a better trigger in this pistol. The trigger alone is the reason why I'm not keeping this gun, right? On social media, online, the reviewers, anybody who got one for free, the trigger's amazing. All the dudes who bought one on their own, they realize the trigger sucks. It's roughly 6 pounds, which is too heavy for a gun that is a hammer-fired pistol that is leaning towards a 1911 style and design. This trigger also has a very, very weird false reset. Crispy had it, experienced it today. I let Crispy shoot it. You'll see some footage on that. We've been trying to change up behind the camera, me holding the camera and him kind of shooting the gun. He did very well with it, but he wasn't shooting 100% reset to recoil. He was coming off, but there was one time where he felt that, and then there's a weird fake wall in this trigger. So as we pull this trigger, right there, again, you can feel it, and that's what I think Crispy felt. So as you pull this trigger, right now it's very hard to press, right? And then I have to push through it to catch that. And it's weird because, let me do this again. So right there is the fake wall, right? I didn't go all the way through. But once I come back all the way almost off, you hear that double click, and now I press again. Now I'm feeling resistance, like gun trigger's not reset yet. But if I push a little harder, the gun goes off. The trigger is where they lost me, right? Especially for a $600 pistol. When Smith & Wesson has this gun, and again, you guys, this is a review on the CSX, but there are so many new gun people out there, and I hope that when you come to these reviews and watch this channel, I'm not here to pitch you something or make you buy something like I got some shit for free. I want you guys to have a source of information, a source of comparison, and a place to kind of make some judgments and do a little bit of research, help you kind of do your homework. Because at the end of the day, this is the history of the evolution, right? From here to here. But then when you look at this, and you have this, they're not a ton difference. They are, the Shield Plus is taller. This is a 12-round magazine, plus one in the gun, right? I always forget these damn things. Yeah, 12 in the magazine, one in the gun. But this trigger from Shield, the new trigger, man, this thing is butter. I am so impressed with this trigger for the new Shield. This has become kind of my go-to run around town carry gun. I threw on some of, I think these are Ameriglow. It's an orange ring front sight with a tritium center. This trigger is legit. I mean, and the reset is phenomenal. This is an amazing handgun. I put the extended magazine normally in this gun. I put it the flush fit in today for comparison. But when you look at the two pistols, you know, this Shield looks much bigger, because it is. But these, I think you can find for the high fours, maybe low fives. I've heard these going for around $525. Some places I do not know, since this is a very new pistol. I happened to find it, but I was seeing so many reviews that for a brand new entry from Smith & Wesson, everybody was like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing sliced bread. It's so awesome. But it was coming from everyone who got one for a media release in their kind of free gun channel lane. And therefore, I don't know if I can trust the review that comes from a guy who's got a gun for free and continually gets the guns from that brand. So I kind of wanted to see for myself. And at the end of the day, I think you would have to put a decent amount of time to get on this trigger. I personally don't like the trigger. And when you're running a gun this small, you've got to have a clean trigger, especially in the design of this pistol. So at the end of the day, on a 1 to 10 scale, I give the CSX a solid 6. And I think it's going to grow because someone's going to come out with better sights. If Smith & Wesson makes a version 2, I bet you money they address the trigger. And they may give you guys some option for a trigger-mounted light down the road through Crimson Trace. But overall, you're going to like this pistol if you just want something in a hammer-fired system with an external safety. The trigger has a safety as well. You'll see the kind of a Glock dongle thing here, right? But overall, if I had to go back, I could get this gun to borrow to review. I would have much rather have done that, because at the end of the day, my thought was this little guy could maybe replace or give me an option from the Shield, and then I could get rid of this one and then maybe get an optics version of this and keep this as my rotation for EDC. Maybe this would be a great, just out on town, date night, whatever, having a decent capacity handgun. that I could just throw on something that wasn't too obtrusive in size. But at the end of the day, this won't stay. The Shield Plus will, and that's just how I feel. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. We post 2-3 videos every week on gear that we buy, gear that we own, gear that we manufacture, gear that we review. Until next time, thanks for watching. Be well. Take care.